After 2 days of celebration in Madrid, it was time to head to the fourth country on this tour, our penultimate country, Mexico.
You boys like Mexico?
However, before we could do that, we pulled an all-nighter, which included a stream that raised nearly $10,000 for St. Jude. Why were we pulling an all-nighter? Because at 9 a.m. we were about to get on a 12-hour flight to Mexico City, which would be the longest flight I had ever been on. So I needed sleep.
I'm so tired. And now it's a 12-hour flight.
We'd be leaving at 9 a.m. and landing in Mexico City around noon. So basically, we're time travelers. And honestly, I have to say, the flight wasn't too bad. We landed in Mexico and immediately I was upset. I had been lied to, deceived. Breaking Bad told me that Mexico was sepia. Turns out, it was not. However, by the time we landed, we had hit $80,000 raised for St. Jude, which meant that in just a few days, I would be getting in the ring with Lucha Libre wrestlers. After we arrived, we walked around the city and I, no joke, had the best tacos of my entire life. Or at least so I thought. Foreshadowing. A very strong start, and also not the last amazing meal I would have here. Again, foreshadowing. That night, Pastor and I headed to the Lucha show at Arena Mexico. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a bit, you would know that I'm a die-hard wrestling fan. After the show, in order to truly prepare for my wrestling experience, I had to get the mask, which of course, had to be in Packers colors. The next morning, it was time to head to Estadio Azteca. We met Jose and Izabna, who, to no surprise, were insanely friendly and incredibly knowledgeable. This stadium was built in the 60s, and from the outside, it looked like a pretty normal stadium. It wasn't until we got inside that we truly witnessed something magical. During 30 and 30, the stadiums that I loved the most were ones that had a history, the culture, a representation of who has and does play there. For Estadio Azteca, it truly was one of the most historical and beautiful stadiums I have ever seen. From the monuments showcasing the legendary players, games, and moments, to even a shrine blessed by the Pope himself, you could feel the history in this place. They even had a statue built for their biggest fan, a fan who had come to every single game for the past 10 years. We saw the locker rooms and suites, originals from the 60s, and while there are renovations currently underway for the 2026 World Cup, which would be the third time this stadium has hosted it, the originality of this stadium just made it more special. We climbed to the top seat of the stadium with an incredible view, saw the NFL locker rooms, which, as we have learned throughout this trip, have to be much bigger to accommodate the size of the NFL teams. Even the showers in the locker room were extra tall, just to accommodate the NFL players. But the absolute best part of the tour was the pitch. A legendary pitch home to so many iconic memories. And for the first time on this tour, we were allowed on it.
You sure?
No play in the pitch.
Because they were tearing it up in 7 days, so why not? To be able to be on this field was truly a core memory that I will never forget. I was a goalkeeper when I was a teenager, and to stand in that spot where World Cup finals have been held, it was just really special.
This is so cool. I'm going back on the pitch because why not? We're going back on the pitch. I'm so happy right now.
No, starting at goalie, Tom Grossi.
I hated playing goalie. I hated it. It's just because I was tall. Man, this is... Okay, Maradona scored going that way.
Yeah.
Pelé scored going that way, Tom. I mean, it's unreal. Oh my God, unreal. Viva Mexico. Yeah, those are tears, man. This is... Whew. I'm on a pitch. This is... Oh.
After the stadium tour, it was time to get even more delicious food, or so I thought, before heading to the fan event. We held it at the Falling Piano, an awesome brewery, which led to a fantastic night. And Mexico, they came out to party.
Some of my classmates used to watch a lot of NFL. They used to play a lot of American football, and I was I wanted to be part of that conversation. So I joined, and I started liking the Tampa Bay Bucks, and I'm a big fan of the Bucks.
I cannot really support my team like I would love to, but I try my best. I cannot buy merch from them because it's usually hard to find like a jersey or like a cap or anything here, because my team is not something that most people find attractive in these cities.
Because it's such a tight community, and it's also a community that has a lot of females. For example, soccer is more masculine. NFL was something I watched with my dad. So finding out that there's more fans of the NFL, we're a tight-knit community, and it's awesome.
Like me being a soccer fan, I love soccer. But just right next to it, just have the NFL, that Packer fan, and I just feel it's just completely different. Like, I feel like I'm different from a soccer and a football fan, because a football fan is just like, what's the moment, is that passion, that team, that moment, like, wow, you scored that touchdown, you used to get the interception, that pick six, it's just different, that you don't get that in soccer, so.
That night at the fan event, we also did something that we had never done before. Premiered that night's episode in front of a live audience, just to see the reaction from Pastor. And it was so worth it.
That day. Pastor's the happiest man in Madrid right there.
After another amazing fan event that lasted over 5 hours, I settled into bed around 1 a.m., ready to face the day and some lucha wrestlers in the morning. Until I got food poisoning.
It finally got me. The stomach gods are angry. They are very, very angry.
Stop pooping.
Nothing came out. Like I was dry heaving.
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
The dry heat was not fun. I got more out the other end, but Jesus Christ. Like I can't even lay down, dude.
This should help.
What?
Rest right here. Take it. Eliminates diarrhea.
So here I am. Hi. Recording this in bed, sick as a dog. Will I rally? Will I falter? Will I survive a 9-hour plane ride tonight? I don't know, because I'm recording this script literally right now. You see it. So yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I frackin' rallied.
It's gonna be very bad. This ain't commitment, I don't know what is.
Por los niños.
Donate to St. Jude. I'm doing this for food poisoning.
It's gonna hurt.
How'd it feel, buddy? Dings, it wakes you up though.
There it is. There it is. Oh, no. Ah. Oh, man. Stop shooting!
You win.
Oh, God. Oh, hold on 1 second, my friend. No, this is Lucha Libre. Oh my God, kick my ass.
This was my buffalo. After jumping through a table and destroying my elbow and back and then driving 6 hours and 48 minutes to the next fan event, I woke up with food poisoning. And hours later, I jumped into the ring with Lucha Libre wrestlers and got my ass kicked. It was painful, amazing, and an experience I will never forget. Oh look, I'm wearing green in Sao Paulo, and I'm not dead. Crazy.